What is the current status of the evaluation of the response? You said earlier na dahil sa action taken by the COA ICFAO, nag-respond ang DepEd. What is the status of that response?
Ini-evaluate pa po
For the
na
third quarter, September 30, July 12 to September 30, 2023, if you know.
this is until under evaluation and review pa po.
Under evaluation.
Opo.
Bakit hanggang ngayon under evaluation?
Ito po ay under evaluation pa din hanggang ngayon kasi po this transaction po composed of voluminous documents na kailangang pag-aralan, and sa review process po namin, pagkatapos ko po itong ma-evaluate, iaakyat ko po ito sa aking division chief na extensive din po ang kanyang pagdadaan ng review, and after po sa division chief, aakyat pa po ito sa officer in charge ng ICFAO for further review po. And sa ICFAO po kasi kulang po kami sa manpower, and marami po kaming nare-receive na iba-ibang documents from different agencies po na meron ding ganito karaming mga documentations po.
Okay. We now go, Madam Witness. Punta naman tayo sa third quarter ng liquidation ng confidential funds ng DepEd. Anong participation mo dito?
Ako po ang task na mag-evaluate sa response ng DepEd for the third quarter of 2023.
And what did you do, if any?
Currently po, this is still under evaluation and review pa po.
Sinabi mo na ikaw ang in charge ng pag-evaluate. What did you evaluate?
Nung ma-issue po nung August 8, 2024 yung Audit Observation Memorandum, nag-submit po ang Department of Education ng response noong August 27, 2024.
Nag-mention ka. You mentioned an AOM. If shown to you, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Showing to you, Madam Witness. An AOM. Please go over it. This was, for the record, this was previously marked as Exhibit P-1-21-C. It is an AOM dated August 8, 2024. Stipulated upon by Defense Counsel or Counsel for the Respondent. Is this the same
Yes.
document that you received?
Yes po, ito po yung same Audit Observation Memorandum na in-issue po namin sa DepEd.
Okay. On the third page, please go to the third page. There appears to be a signature over the name Nilda Plaras. Whose signature is this, if you know?
Si Assistant Commissioner Nilda Plaras po ang officer in charge ng ICFAO nung panahon na na-issue tong
And
AOM.
you said earlier you're familiar with her signature.
Yes po.
Now, what were the findings in this AOM?
Yung AOM po na ito is na-issue because first, yung submitted liquidation documents lack documents evidencing payment. Pangalawa po, yung payment of rewards were not supported with documents evidencing success. Yung third po is hindi nakalagay sa PFP yung specific confidential activities na magiging basis ng disbursement for confidential fund. Pang-apat po, yung disbursement voucher, hindi nakalagay yung specific period or duration ng implementation po ng confidential activities. At yung panglima po, meron pong pinaggamitan yung confidential fund na purchase of information relative to car loan scams whose victims are mostly personnel of the Department of Education.
Madam Witness, this document is being flashed on the screen. Let us go to your first finding. Okay. Ano ang dahilan kung dahil nag-issue ka ng finding na yan? Yung first finding na sinabi mo.
Hindi po ito po yung first finding, hindi po kasi na-submit yung documents evidencing payment po to support the liquidation. Kaya po nakasama siya sa AOM.
And what is the significance of this non-submission, if any?
Hindi po namin makikita kung sino-sino po yung binayaran at recipients nung confidential fund. Dito po kasi makikita yon sa documents evidencing payments.
Okay. Yung second finding mo na naka-flash sa screen, ano ang significance nitong finding mo?
Based po dun sa sinabit nila na accomplishment report, meron pong pinaggamitan ng payment of rewards amounting to 6,371,000 na wala pong attachment ng documents evidencing success po.
Okay. And your third findings?
Hindi po nakalagay sa physical and financial plan yung specific confidential activities na paggagamitan ng confidential fund.
Why is this significant?
Para po ma-check kung paano nila dito po kasi sa physical and financial plan, dito nakikita kung paano nila gagamitin yung confidential fund nila. Dito po sa sinabit nila, hindi naka-specify kung anong confidential activities po.
Okay. Yung fourth finding ninyo.
Yung
Ano
disbursement
tong significance kung bakit nakalagay dyan sa AOM?
under item 6.1.5 po ng joint circular, dapat nakalagay sa disbursement voucher yung duration ng implementation ng project. Pero yung naka-attach po na disbursement voucher, hindi po nakalagay yung period.
Okay. And your last finding? What is the reason? Bakit nakalagay yan sa AOM?
Yun pong accomplishment report nila, meron po silang ibinayad for purchase of information for, dun nga po, relative to car loan scams na hindi kasama dun sa enumeration at hindi intended to support the mandate of the operation of the Department of Education. Kaya po, nakasama po siya sa AOM.
Okay. Madam Witness, after this AOM was issued and you have furnished the DepEd, correct?
Opo.
Ano ang ginawa ng DepEd, if any?
Nung na-receive po nila ito, nag-submit po sila ng response noong August 27, 2024.
Your Honor, please, this response being referred to by the witness is a stipulated document. It is Exhibit P-1-21-D, now being shown to the witness. Madam Witness, is this the same response?
Opo, ito po yung same response na sinabit sa amin ng DepEd po.
And Madam Witness, what documents, if you recall, were attached to this response of the DepEd?
Nag-submit po sila ng mga acknowledgement receipts as documents evidencing payments. Nag-submit din po sila ng mga certification from the Armed Forces of the Philippines to support the payment of rewards po. And nagsubmit din po sila ng accomplished na disbursement voucher na nakalagay po doon yung period covered by the cash advance.
Okay. You mentioned several acknowledgement receipts, and we have selected a few acknowledgement receipts. Your Honor, please, the import of these acknowledgement receipts are the same as the first and second set. They indicate, Your Honor, and by way of manifestation, they indicate that all of these acknowledgement receipts were issued and the amounts disbursed on one date, August 9, 2023, to different people in different locations.
Does the witness have a tabulation and or summary?
Yes po,
Yes,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, we have a tabulation and summary.
Previously marked? Not yet, counsel.
It has not been marked, Your Honor, and we request that this, after identification by the witness, be marked as Exhibit P-I-35. Tabulation being shown or being furnished, counsel for the respondent and this honorable court.
Kindly furnish counsel for respondent as well as the presiding officer with a copy of her tabulation. Miss Silene, kayo po ang gumawa ng tabulation na to?
Opo.
Tulad ng paghahanda, tabulation na ginawa ninyong nauna ninyong ginawa para sa ibang quarters ng OVP at ng DepEd?
Yes po, Your Honor.
You may proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, please, this tabulation. Okay. On its face, this tabulation will show the acknowledgement receipts. And as earlier indicated, we will dispense with going over selected acknowledgements receipts, the purpose of which principally is to show that one single disbursement officer, Mr. Fajarda, issued on August 9, 2023, to several locations from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao on one date, Your Honor. And I can ask the witness to confirm this based on the documents.
Not all counsel, but several.
Several selected
Several.
documents.
Yes.
I can name the markings P-1-17, 1246, P-1- all P-1-17, submark 1246, 1247, 1281, 1320, 1321, 1361, 1398, 1399, 1435, 1486, 1587, 1626, 1627, 1628, 1745, 1820, 1871, and 1872, all indicating several recipients, several locations, one date, and I will ask the witness, who is the disbursing officer for this third quarter of the DepEd?
Ang SDO po ng DepEd ay si Mr. Edward Fajarda.
And by virtue of his function, it is the Mr. Fajarda who presumably, Madam Witness, disbursed these amounts.
Yes po.
Any authorization from the DepEd Secretary, Vice President Sara Duterte, indicating or designating another person outside Mr. Fajarda to disburse these various amounts in various places on this date, Madam Witness. Any document attached to the submission?
Wala po. Yung designation lang po ni Mr. Fajarda.
Among these, just for the record, Your Honor, among these submissions is the name of Joel Chu. Wah. He,
That's not true, counsel. That's true.
yes, Your Honor. Upon verification by this representation, he denies any family connection, Your Honor. It is.
Proceed, counsel.
The signature, Madam Witness, will you go to this document?
Yes po.
The signature is in Chinese character. Can we ask fellow prosecutor to identify his signature?
That would be self-serving, counsel. Move on, counsel. Move
Okay, Madam Witness, outside these acknowledgement receipts, you said that there was no separate document indicating any authorized officer to disburse these amounts in different places on said date, Madam Witness. You confirm that?
Yes po.
Okay. Outside acknowledgement receipts, what other document was submitted by way of liquidation?
To support po the payment of rewards, they submitted certifications from the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
And if these certifications are shown to you, Madam Witness, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Showing to you, Madam Witness, and being flashed on the screen with the kind indulgence of the Honorable Presiding Officer, there is a certification dated September 25, 2023, issued by J. Chris John Mendoza, Prosecution Exhibit P-1-22-E, stipulated as well by the defense. Certification dated December 10, 2023, P-1-22-F, also issued by J. Chris John F. Mendoza. Exhibit P-1-22G is a certification dated December 12, 2023, issued by an Adonis R. Bajao. Likewise, a defense exhibit, Your Honor, certification dated July 1, 2024, issued by a certain Darren E. Comia. Prosecution's Exhibit P-1-22-8. All certifications, Your Honor, are likewise defense documents. What?
Do you confirm, Madam Witness, that these were part of the submissions of the DepEd?
Yes po, kasama po yun sa response nila sa AOM for the third quarter
Okay.
po.
Okay. What relation do these certifications have to the one you mentioned? Are they the same?
Yes po, pareho pong certification.
And what observations have you made as regards this certification?
Currently po, the review and evaluation po nung compliance na ito ng Department of Education po is under review pa po at evaluation.
Okay. In connection with the earlier certifications, which I asked you, you mentioned certain credit notice. And you said that this credit notice says, which you issued, is not final.
Yes po.
Correct? Now, tell us, what would be the grounds for opening a credit notice, if you know?
Ang account po na settled can be reopened kasi po if the transaction is tainted with fraud, collusion, or new material evidence were discovered before mag-expire yung 3-year period po ng settlement ng account.
Okay, so you're saying that even if, because of the certifications submitted as to these activities, a credit notice was issued in the 3-year period, your office, COA ICFAO, can reopen on the ground of, what are these grounds again?
If the transaction is tainted with fraud, collusion, or
What do you mean by fraud in the transactions?
may anomalya po sa paggamit po nung pondo.
Okay. Ano pa?
And new material evidence were discovered po before the expiration of the 3-year period.
The second ground. And the third ground is?
Yun po. May na-discover po na material evidence po before the expiration of the 3-year period.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, what is the current status of the evaluation of the response? You said earlier na dahil sa action taken by the COA ICFAO, nag-respond ang DepEd. What is the status of that response?
Ini-evaluate pa po
For the
na
third quarter, September 30, July 12 to September 30, 2023, if you know.
this is under evaluation and review pa po.
Under evaluation.
Opo.
Bakit hanggang ngayon under evaluation?
Ito po ay under evaluation pa din hanggang ngayon kasi po this transaction po composed of voluminous documents na kailangang pag-aralan, and sa review process po namin, pagkatapos ko po itong ma-evaluate, iaakyat ko po ito sa aking division chief na extensive din po ang kanyang pagdadaan ng review, and after po sa division chief, aakyat pa po ito sa officer in charge ng ICFAO for further review po. And sa ICFAO po kasi kulang po kami sa manpower, and marami po kaming nare-receive na iba-ibang documents from different agencies po na meron ding ganito karaming mga documentations po. And itong mga agencies po ito, fair po ang aming pag-treat sa kanila, kaya po binibigyan namin ng pansin lahat po.
Okay, now, Madam Witness. In his testimony, when asked, Attorney Mr. Wamil said that based on his evaluation, during the period that he was there with the COA ICFAO, he made a finding that these documents submitted by the OVP and the DepEd for that particular period he was in the COA ICFAO were irregular. You who took over these same documents that were submitted and who made your own independent valuation, what would you say are these documents? What can you say about these documents submitted by the OVP and the DepEd based on your post-audit evaluation?
Yung sa OBP po, ito ay irregular po dahil hindi po ito naging compliant sa joint circular. During the time naman po na in-evaluate ko ang Department of Education, compliant po sila sa joint circular. Pero gaya nga po ng nasabi, pwede pong may reopen itong settled account ng Department of Education po. Opo.
Okay. Merong sinight si Attorney Wamil na prima facie evidence. No? You're not a lawyer, but under accounting rules, tama ba yung interpretation na pag hindi kompleto, if the documents submitted based on 8.3 of the joint circular, if the documents submitted by way of liquidation of confidential funds are not complete, ano ang epekto nito based on the circular?
Under po sa joint circular, dun sa under 8.1 nga po, failure of the accountable officer to liquidate is a prima facie evidence na this is for nagamit po ito for personal use and benefit.
Okay. Now, you said that prima facie failure of the accountable officer. At earlier, tinanong ka, ang accountable officer ng OVP is the head of agency. Meaning, sino yon?
Si Vice President Sara Duterte po.
At sa DepEd naman, sino ang head of agency?
During the time po nung 2023, it is Vice President Sara Duterte din po.
And under 8.3, ang presumption is naging use, to quote, paki-quote, use for personal.
Sabi po sa 8.3, failure of the accountable officer to liquidate is a prima facie evidence that he or she used the missing funds for personal use and benefit.
Madam Witness. Okay. My last question to you, Madam Witness. Let's go back to this hearing in the Committee on Good Government Accountability. And there is an admission there, Madam Witness, in your testimony here, that you, in that hearing, Gina Acosta, Chief of Staff of the VP, admitted, of the SDO, I'm sorry, admitted to transferring confidential funds, tama, to Colonel La Chica.
Your
Yes.
Honor, please.
There's no
Yes,
question yet,
Council
Your Honor.
Correspondent.
Your Honor, the exact wordings of the counsel cannot be verified without, reflecting the TSNs that she is referring to.
Your Honor, I'm referring to the testimony of this witness. Besides, in the previous hearing, there is judicial notice already of the TSNs.
No, that's not it, counsel. Witness already admitted early in her earlier testimony that she was there when Gina Acosta testified before the House of Representatives and heard her testify. Based on her recollection of what she said, she may answer. Kindly finish your last question, counsel.
I forgot. You
Pwede-
repeat my question. What did I say? Wala pa akong question. Okay. Based on this admission of Gina Acosta that indeed confidential funds were transferred, the disbursement of confidential funds were transferred to Colonel La Chica. What about in relation to the DepEd funds?
May nabanggit din po noon si Mr. Fajarda na binibigay niya yung confidential fund kay Colonel Nolasco po.
Again,
May naging admission under oath.
may admission then under oath. In the
Si-
same hearing, Madam Witness,
Yes po.
what was that admission?
Sinabi din po ni Mr. Edward Fajarda na SDO ng DepEd na binibigay po niya yung cash advance for confidential fund kay Colonel Nolasco.
Okay. And who is this Fajarda?
Siya po ang Special Disbursing Officer ng Department of Education.
And who is Nolasco?
Isa po siya sa mga part po siya ng Vice Presidential and Security Protection Group.
So our understanding is in the Office of the Vice President, an admission of Gina Acosta that disbursement was given to some other person. The same admission was made by the DepEd SDO, Fajarda, that disbursement of the funds was given to somebody else, Madam Witness?
Yes po, tama po.
And what observation? As a COA, ICFAO, State Auditor, what significance or observation can you make from these admissions by both Gina Acosta and Fajarda?
This is a violation po of the joint circular, specifically yung item 6.1.1 na hindi dapat ito i-transfer from one accountable officer to another.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.